All right, we are back with the B team. I'm your host, Mikey Silvertree, with Mr. Colin Mueller, striker for Bayern Munich.
Thank you.
Oh, shout out to Marco Reus, by the way.
Yep, scored a goal in his last game.
There you go.
Pretty cool.
Great way to go out. We are here. We are doing a segment, NFL segment. So we're back in our
Doing
originated sport here. Kind of rapid fire with a little bit of explanation. It's kind of be like Lucas's like mocks.
Well, do we want to just run through all of them like real fast, rapid fire, and then we can go back through the ones that we find interesting?
Yeah,
Should we do that?
but I feel like I'm not going to rapid fire because I have to think about it.
Let's just rapid fire through, and then we can go back through.
All right. Yes. So rapid fire, and then we'll start, and then I could just do a little spiel on each one that I did. Yeah. So there's 32 teams. We could really cruise through it with a rapid fire, and then I'll talk about the ones I want to talk about.
Yes.
Like the ones I stumble upon, I'm going to write a note down. I'm going to write a note down on a couple.
All right.
So.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right.
We can't even do fucking Halo music. That's not even it. All right, whatever. We can roll with that one.
Is this good?
Oh, no, that's great. That's great.
Is this good enough?
Yeah,
All
let's go.
Here we go. We are back with the rapid fire.
Come on now.
Game number one. Well, team number one.
Team?
Cardinals over, under 6.5.
Give me the under.
Falcons, 9.5.
Ooh, that's high. But shitty division. Let's go over there. I like that. Give him the 10.
Ravens, 11.5.
Let's go over. I like that.
Buffalo Bills, 10.5.
Under.
Panthers, 5.5.
That's a low number, and I just still don't think they're there, but let's go over. Why not? Give them 6. I think they finished with 6.
Chicago Bears, 8.5.
I'm going to take the under here. I don't think they're ready yet.
Bengals, 10.5.
I think that's too high. I got to go under.
Cleveland Browns, 8.5.
Oh, that's a tough number. Give me the over there.
Dallas Cowboys, 10.5.
The Cowboys, 10.5. Give me the under.
Yeah, the under. Yeah, okay, we'll keep going. Denver Broncos, 5.5.
Give me the under.
Detroit Lions, 10.5.
I see a slump coming, but I don't. Over.
Packers, 9.5.
They're getting a lot of hype right now. Give me the under there.
Houston Texans, 9.5.
Can CJ listen? There is sophomore slump. I'll take the under there as well.
Colts, 8.5.
Give me the over. I like them there.
Jaguars, 8.5.
Another tough team, dude. I'm gonna go with the under.
Chiefs, 11.5.
I'll take them over, of course.
Raiders, 6.5.
I like the over there too.
Chargers, 8.5.
I think they fought. New team, new coach. I'll go under there. That one, I think they'll get 8.
Rams, 8.5.
They're getting old, man. Give me the under.
Dolphins, 9.5.
9.5 still a lot, but they still got Reek. I mean, they're going to be up there. Give me the over. They'll go 10 wins.
7.5 in the Vikings.
I feel like there's a lot of turmoil there, man. I love Sam Darnold, but I think they're around like 6. Give me the under.
All right, I got to run back to Halo theme music.
All right.
All right, and we're back. Here we go. 4.5 Patriots.
They'll play close games, but nah, they're going under. They'll win one against the Jets under.
Saints, 7.5.
I'm gonna take the over on the Saints.
6.5 Giants.
Under. That's absolutely that is so high. Give me the over on the Jets.
Eagles, 10.5.
Just because it's a tough, it's not even a tough division. It's a shit division besides y'all. I'll take the over on the Birds. They'll come back.
Steelers, 7.5.
Give me the over on the Steelers. 7.5. Remember, Mike Tomlin always finishes over 500.
He does.
Over.
And a better team there. 49ers, 11.5.
I like the over on them. They're going to be
Seahawks,
strong
7.5.
again. Seahawks, new coach again, but there's give me the over on the Seahawks.
Tampa 7.5.
I'll take the over on them too.
Titans 6.5.
Give me the over.
Commanders 6.5.
I'm going to take the under on them. They're not there yet. They can be, but no. I'm going to go with the under. They have some vets, but I don't like their defense.
That's it.
That's
the rapid fire. Well done, Mike. We're back.
We're back. Yeah. That one's tough because 32 teams and what is it? End of May, OTAs are starting, but
do you want me to tell you how many underdog picks you had?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go.
Like plus money picks.
Yeah. 1, 2.
My guess is like 11.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay, I think that's fair.
A lot of dogs there.
A lot of dogs.
Woof woof. Anything you want to talk about after that?
Well, I was going so fast, I wrote one team down, and it was literally the first team you told me.
Cardinals?
Yeah. It was going so fast, my mind was just treacherous. So so if there are any ones that you're maybe against or like are like there are probably ones that are plus money like why this?
The Falcons one to me is very interesting because their team is very good. Very good. On paper, very good. 9.5 wins. You're looking at it's
a tough number.
In a division that's not very good. You know what I mean?
It's
like they could very easily win all 6 and then you're looking all they have to do is win 4 more.
Again, this is I did not look at any team schedule. We did not research any schedule whatsoever, just the numbers and the team.
I'll be the schedule guy.
With the Falcons, now this is what I don't understand, and I don't want to involve Michael Penix in this and whatnot. You're signing a guy, Kirk Cousins. You don't throw that much money at him during a rebuild. It just doesn't make sense right now. Like you don't want to waste any years on a quarterback. You don't want to do that.
This line is very good. Very good line here. So outside of their division, they start with Steelers, Eagles, Kansas City. Could go 0-3, could steal 1.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is,
Here's their other games.
Okay, go ahead.
They got the Seahawks, they got Dallas, they got Denver, Chargers, Vikings, Raiders, Giants, and Washington.
Oh, you know what?
They easily could get 4 more wins there.
Yeah.
5 more.
Absolutely.
And then you look at it, they win all their division games. I mean, the Bucs will be tough.
They'll lose one to the Bucs for sure.
They always tend to lose one to the Saints, I feel like.
Yeah, no, listen, any division, when you look at divisional matchups, you always just have to put a split on them unless Carolina is, I mean.
Maybe, but the Falcons should beat them.
Like the Giants aren't splitting with the boys. The Giants aren't splitting with the Birds. Like they'll split with the Commanders. Like they can split with the Commanders, but like if they really the only time I see them split with the boys or the Birds is if it's week 16 or 17 and they're resting starters. Like that's it.
Yes.
Like the Giants are just going to go win to make it look better on the stats. But with
the Giants beat the Eagles like every year.
Yeah. I mean,
every year.
Besides last year, I don't think they beat them, right?
They did.
Did they?
I think so.
Like the Falcons is, I feel like people again they finished 7-10 last year. I think they finished 7-10. The Jets are getting all this hype and they finished 7-10. Now they have Kirk Cousins. They're kind of following the Jets' blueprint in a way. They have Raheem Moore, so I think he's going to be a damn good coach down there. The players are going to want to play for him. They're going to utilize Bijan again. He was selected 8th overall last year. Like he's not some scrub that they just picked up and they got back there. They got Bijan Robinson. They have a good line. I think people are kind of underestimating this team itself. Like they got rid of Arthur Smith. That was a big win for them.
Big win.
But dude, they got players, man, and they have a quarterback. That was their biggest issue. And they're a run-heavy team. You don't want Kirk throwing fucking 40 pass attempts a game. You don't want that. You got Bijan and Tyler Algier. It's one of the best running back duos in the league. Like, is 9.5 a lot? Or what is it, 10.5?
9.5.
9.5. Like,
So, I mean, 10 wins. Like,
10 wins is a stretch, though. Going from 7 to 10, 3 games makes a difference. But I think it can happen.
They're going to have 4 wins in the division minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum. So you're looking at you got to get 6 more probably, and that honestly, that might be too much.
It might be.
You look at who they have to play. Steelers aren't going to be as bad as they were.
No, they won't.
But it is a home game for Atlanta, and you know the Steelers don't always travel well.
Give Kirk Cousins a dome to play in, and he's just going to light people up, dude.
Yes.
Like, I wish they got more weapons in free agency, like receiving wise.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly who they have now. I mean, Drake, Kyle Pitts. They could have used another wide receiver too to really like alleviate the receiving core. Because Drake London, let's be real here, he's a good player. Is he like a solidified wide receiver 1? I don't think so.
They got Ray McLeod. They got Drake London. They got Darnell Mooney.
And Rondale Moore they picked up too. Like, those are 2 solid guys to have.
And then you got Kyle Pitts in there.
Yeah, and if this is all it takes to unlock Kyle Pitts, I can't see how they don't win at least 10 games.
Bro, their quarterback situation, you could argue this is the best quarterback room in the league.
It's one of the best because they probably have Heineke. Do they still have Heineke?
Yep.
Taylor Heineke as your wide receiver, probably wide receiver 2 right now. They have Penix, who's going to learn behind those guys. Again, let's not forget, Taylor Heineke.
Taylor Heineke's going to be quarterback 2 if he's anything.
Oh yeah, he's going to. Michael Penix is
wide receiver 2. I don't want. I don't want you to get in a situation where you guys are like, oh, just because he's fast, he should be. No, Taylor Heineke's a quarterback.
Quarterback number 2. Like, that's a good guy to learn behind. You see how exactly what they're doing right now is, where I'm going to go with that. That's how it should be. Yeah. Like,
they won't.
Dude, they beat the undefeated Birds 2 years ago. Taylor Heineke at the Commanders in Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. Like, the dude's got he's got some respect on his name.
Yeah.
And Kirk will be fine. Like, Kirk's getting paid big money for a reason. Yep. It's just kind of the same situation as Rodgers, like coming off an Achilles injury. Like, there is some worry. Like, hey, can he stay healthy? Are we going to protect him? I think they will. They'll be fine. Yeah. The Cardinals, I wrote their name because it was the only one I could get. Yes, they just added Marvin Harrison Jr. Is Marvin Harrison going to take you from what? How many was there? 4 wins last year to what? 7 wins? Like, yes, one player can make a difference, maybe at the quarterback position, at wide receiver. This is not a knock on Marvin Harrison at all. Well, the dude's going to be a stud. But I just feel like they still have a lot of holes. They got younger. They're going in the right direction. But I just don't think the defense is there yet. I mean, can you name one guy on defense? Because I can't.
Do they have the Honey Badgers still?
No.
Oh, so no.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to let up points, and that division is tough. Seattle's going to be tough. The Rams will always be tough, and the Niners, dude. Who's beating the Niners? I think the Niners are going to be. I think they're going to finish number 1 overall in the league.
All right, now if this schedule came out like 4 years ago, no doubt, 0 doubt, this team gets at least 8 wins. Mm-hmm. Because they're going to pull a couple in their division. So let's just say this year they would get like 2 or 3.
They're going to take one from Seattle and the Rams.
Let's say 4 or 5 years ago they get like 2 or 3 wins there. Here's who they're playing out of the division. Buffalo, they'd probably still lose 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But then you got Detroit, Washington, Green Bay, Chargers, Miami, Chicago, the Jets, Seattle. Like, Seattle 4 or 5 years ago, you probably beat them.
They're all tough games.
In New England, you probably lose, and in Carolina, you beat them.
I mean, I will say, like, based off what you said,
tough schedule. But like 4 or 5 years ago, they probably easily got the Jets and the Bears.
Those teams that you did mention, they kind of are going through their own shit in a way. Like the Chargers, like they have they have no receivers, and they have a new regime coming in. The Patriots, the Packers, I mean, they're a good team. The Packers.
It's in Green Bay as well.
In Green Bay, yeah. I mean, the Jets, us.
Miami is
the Bills, Miami. Yeah, tough one there. Chicago, yes.
Chicago and the Jets are both home games for the Cardinals.
Listen, I will say this. I think Chicago is a very big wild card team because they've gotten so much hype we've given them hype over the offseason. We haven't seen them play one snap yet. Yep. We haven't seen Caleb throw a ball yet for them. We haven't seen all these new guys that they've added play football yet. Yep. Like it's not out. We don't know about them yet. We know what they can do and what they have on the team right now, but we don't know if it's going to be put together like they should. Listen, again, I think Chicago's going to be damn good, but let's just kind of wait and see because we don't know what to expect. I mean, Trevor going to the Jaguars, we thought was going to be a good thing. Justin Fields going to the Bears, we thought was going to be a good thing. Mac Jones going to the Patriots, I thought that was a perfect fit. We have to wait and see with the rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah, I agree. One interesting thing to look at is Harbaugh's first Monday night game will be against the Cardinals, Monday, October 21st. So that is one where they could pull that.
I would take the Cards with the spread there.
Yeah,
because they're not. It's not a sexy pick, but it's a good pick.
Yeah.
Again, Harbaugh going from the college football to the NFL is going to be a big. He's been there, but it's also going to be a big adjustment for him. It's a completely new team, bro.
Yep.
Like they have no weapons. Who's Justin going to throw? Do they have that much faith in Quentin Johnson where he's going to be wide receiver 1 and Ladd's going to be wide receiver 2? Like
I think so.
They have a lot of.
They have holes. That's what she said.
The running back position. They got J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards. Like the defense, that team, bro. I don't know. It scares me.
Well, let's get into. Here's one that I was interested in, and it's not just one team. It's 3. Because I'm
Texans,
not including the Steelers.
It's probably one of them.
But the AFC North, just all of them their win totals are so high. You got 11.5. You got the Bengals at 10.5, and you got the Browns at 8.5. I think the Browns is the most achievable out of all of them.
I think the Browns defense is that good. They've only gotten better.
I agree, and I think that offense is going to be good.
Nick Chubb will be back healthy.
Yep.
They got didn't they just get a receiver too? They just got Jerry Jeudy.
Yep.
Like that's a guy where if you could revive his career is going to help you drastically.
Shout out to Jerry Jeudy as well because talk about a guy having a sense for the moment, gets traded to Cleveland, and within a day is asking for where's a good place to get a massage at because he needs a massage. Just a guy that has a sense for the moment, man. What? That's incredible.
He got out of Denver. That's all that matters, man. You're out of Denver now. It was not fun there for him. You could tell it was not good. There's pressure on him though. That's why they paid him. It's listen, we got you here. We traded for you because we believe in you, and you're gonna help our freaking team. Don't do dumb shit and be the player who everyone thought you were supposed to be coming out of the draft, and you're gonna help us. So that's why I took the over on them. 8.5. I think it's a fair number. Deshaun Watson again. What's he gonna do? What kind of Deshaun Watson are we gonna see? Are we gonna see primetime D-Hop Deshaun Watson in Houston, or are we gonna see post massage freaking pedophile Deshaun Watson?
No, I totally agree with you. And one thing with the Browns and the Bengals, as opposed to the Baltimore Ravens, is I could see Baltimore looking like a dud, and we're going to be talking about this going into maybe week 7 or 8, where they're going to be in third or fourth in the division. They're going to be in I'm not going to say fourth. Steelers will probably be in fourth, but the Ravens will be in third place. And you're going to look at their schedule, and they're going to have some losses early because they just play better competition.
Yeah.
They just play on paper right now. They play better teams. And you look at the middle of their schedule towards the end, you start to see the Giants, the Chargers, who, they're a good team, but the Ravens should beat them.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Steelers, they play twice through there.
They'll take one.
I think the Ravens this year come back with a vengeance. They can't get embarrassed by the Steelers again. They got Denver, Tampa Bay, Washington. They're
winnable games. They will be favorites in all of those games.
Through the middle of their season, that's when they're going to make up the ground. And I just know it's going to happen because you look at the Cleveland Browns schedule to start the year. They're going to lose to Dallas, but then they got Jacksonville, New York, Vegas, Washington, the Birds.
They're going to lose to Dallas. I hate you, bro.
They're going to start off 5-1. They're going to be at the top, and everyone's going to. I know this is going to happen at ESPN. They're going to be the Browns are for real. The Browns are for real. They're showing out while the Ravens and the Bengals are losing games to Patrick Mahomes. And it's just And honestly, the Bengals would be up there because they don't play anyone besides Patrick Mahomes.
But I think the Browns are for real, though. Like, they have the best defense in the league.
I agree with you. But I think it's going to get to a point where we think the Browns are running away with it.
Yeah.
But that's just not the case.
Okay, gotcha.
The Ravens and the Bengals are going to come back at the end, and they're going to win the division. One of those two teams will win it. I think the Browns are up there.
They're another wild card team
but
again.
They're going to be a wild card. They ain't winning the division.
I think the Bengals is just such a... I feel like they're getting worse, man. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, is Joe Burrow going to come back and be healthy? Is Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow going to be back? Is T. Higgins going to want to even play for the team after maybe a couple of losses? Is he going to be there mentally? Is Jermaine Burton going to handle his shit off the field and be a threat on the field? They've lost a lot of players, a lot of good players too. Yeah. So
I agree with you.
But they also had a pretty damn good draft. So if those guys can actually come in right away and like produce, like Amarius Mims, it's going to help him. But
the other thing is,
I don't know. They're such a wild card. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think there's a big piece missing in all of this, and it's Joe Burrow.
Yes.
Last year, we're all kind of skewed by it. We see this kind of turmoil in the locker room, but you didn't see that when Joe was at quarterback. You saw it when quarterbacks were back there that couldn't play the game of football.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, we have guys fumbling into the linemen's hands, just literally handing the ball.
Literally.
And it's a different team when Joe's back there. Guys are happier. They're winning more games. Even when they're losing, it's by like a few points and they scored 40. It's the defense's fault. The offense isn't mad about them.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I think that it's going to be very telling where this team's at going into that Baltimore game,
mm-hmm.
especially going into the Cleveland game, because you look at their schedule. They got New England, cake. Go to the Chiefs, which when Joe's at quarterback again, they own them.
Kryptonite.
And then they go Washington, Carolina, Baltimore, New York. And I'll give them the Chiefs loss. That's fine. But going into that Baltimore game, they got to be 3-1 minimum.
God, that's going to be
Otherwise,
a fun game to watch.
Questions.
I think that's like that game right there, I like that rivalry. Like, I feel like we don't really talk about that enough because it's always, Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Like, that is the staple of rivalry, which is fair. Like, we know it's probably the best rivalry in all sports. But when you look at just the teams, like the players that are on that team between the Bengals and the Ravens, man, that's a strong matchup. Mm-hmm. The only thing I'm a little nervous about, besides Joe Burrow and everything else that's been going on, what's their run game going to look like? Who's their running back? Do you even know their running back? Chris Evans? Joe Mixon ain't there anymore. I mean, is it just going to be a one-dimensional type of offense where they're a little bit more predictable on the pass game?
Zach Moss.
Zach Moss. Okay, all right. No, shit, I take that back. They got Zach Moss.
And then they got country singer Chase Brown and Chris Evans to back him up.
Yeah. Oh, Zach Moss. Nice pickup.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I mean, they will be better. Joe Burrow just has to stay healthy. Yeah. So
also,
I took the under on 10.5. That was their line.
Yeah. And one other thing here is this might play a role, might not. Depends how the team, if they ride the wind like we were saying with the Rangers last show, or if they just kind of hit a wall. Cleveland has a bye week in week 10, while Cincinnati's got theirs in week 12 and Ravens week 14.
Oof.
So there's
it sucks.
It depends on like how you're like that final stretch when you really need to win. Like, when was your rest period?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
the worst type of bye weeks are like week 4, week 14. Like you want like weeks 8 to 12. That's when you want your bye week.
I agree. So it'll be interesting. That division's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about the Steelers and watch them win this division.
Facts. We didn't even mention the Steelers.
We aren't even giving them a shot.
Okay, hold on. The fact
Shout
that they're
out to Jordan Spidle.
The fact
Steelers fan.
The fact that their line is 7.5 is just I feel like it's a trap. I mean, Mike Tomlin again will always finish 500 in the regular season.
Take the over.
It's too scary. Now I'm scared. It should be at 9.5. That's the line. They
always beat their division. They always do it. It's the games outside of it that for some reason the Steelers just can never get up for them.
It's funny because Arthur Smith is now their OC. I like it for Pittsburgh, but I like it there because that's the type of offense that they need and should have been running, is give your ball to Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, and just go from there. But now you actually have a quarterback, so you can do a lot more other things. Play action. You know Russell Wilson loves play action. Yeah. Like George Pickens.
That's another. Like, Bro, the Steelers.
Roman Wilson, watch
good,
out for this guy. He's gonna be a dog, dude. He's gonna be a dog.
All right, I know what we just said about these other teams. This is gonna sound crazy. Russell Wilson might be back, and he might win this division.
Nice. He needed a fresh start, dude. Denver fucked him over.
You
I
know
could
what?
see him being back.
I might have been a year too early jumping back on the Russell Wilson train.
You've been
I'm
on and
back
off
on
this
it.
train, so
I'm back on it.
you've had to stop in Cincinnati. You've had to stop in Florida.
Announcement. Breaking news. I'm announcing I am back on the Russell Wilson train. Go Steelers.
Yins is crazy.
Yins are going to win the division this year.
Yins are going to win the division.
Let's do this.
Yins are ready for a Russell Wilson comeback.
Moving on. I don't even think it's worth getting into the Dallas schedule.
I call the under on that. I don't know.
That's a lot of wins.
But you know they're going to have a tough schedule too,
That's what I
and
mean.
they had the worst offseason in history.
No, I've seen worse.
Yeah, I'm capping, but they've probably had the worst offseason in the NFL. Besides the draft, excluding the draft.
I don't know. Rashee Rice is strong contender.
Hey, they signed Rashee Rice. This is a different conversation, but is he even going to be playing a game?
Bills?
I mean, yes, they've had a bad one, but
Dallas,
they're actually like building pieces though. Like I still think they had a bad one. They've got a lot of picks, and
I think that Dallas is having it blown out of proportion a bit. Because I think the team is good. I think we're still in a good place. Everyone's blowing out of proportion because they want us to make some big move. I wanted us to make a big move, and it didn't happen. But we're still in a better spot than a lot of teams. You know what I mean?
Stop. We're not getting down this rabbit hole. I'm pulling you to be with the Jets.
No. I'm going to get into the scheduling. We're still in a better spot than a lot of teams.
Oh, big time.
The year after,
of course.
Maybe not, but we're still in a better shot than a lot of teams. And I think it's just blown out of proportion because, you look at the Giants. What did they do? They had a very, 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 very bad draft. They brought in no one. And all they did that was,
League neighbors.
They tried to recover from it by releasing one of the worst uniforms ever released.
Oh, man.
We're not gonna
that is so bad.
We're not going to get into that.
If you like that uniform, you got an issue.
It's very disrespectful that people think that.
Oh my God, they're gross. They're so bad.
Since we're on schedules, and we'll do this for the Jets one, obviously too. I'm gonna go through and just list every game
for the Cowboys.
Win or loss.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear it.
So week 1 at Cleveland, win. I think we come out hot. I'm not even trying to be funny there. I genuinely think we win that one because Cleveland. I just feel like the defense isn't new, but the offense. Just for some reason, when I look at it, it's like everyone's new. You know what I mean?
I think people are still affiliating the Browns with just being just a joke of a franchise, shit franchise. I just think that's an L.
Well, the Cowboys are going to win that. It's a 4:00 game too. We got to remember Cleveland stinks in the 4:00 slot, while the Cowboys consistently play in the primetime slot there.
Good call.
The Saints were winning that. Baltimore L. Giants W. Steelers W. In Pittsburgh. I think that's a very big turning point for the team.
I give him a dub there. I like that.
I think it's a very big turning point to go 4-1. That puts us in a good position going into this game before the bye week, where everyone's going to say this is like a huge game against Detroit. But if it's a huge difference being 3-2 versus 4-1 there. You know what I mean? So I think getting to 4-1 against Pittsburgh, that's a huge game. Sunday Night Football. Pittsburgh ain't going to be ready. Russell Wilson, serial choke job.
Then they play Detroit.
And then Detroit, I think Detroit comes out and just blows their load in this game. And this is their Super Bowl after what happened last year.
Yeah, I give the Cowboys an L there.
I think that
I agree. I absolutely agree with you.
World. And then we go into the bye week. Now, if we went Detroit and immediately played the 49ers, this would be an L. We're going into San Fran. Jerry Jones has talked up this game
after the bye week.
A lot, yeah.
That's an L.
No. Jerry Jones has talked up this game a whole lot, and I think that there's going to be a lot of emphasis.
That's an issue
on this game being won, and because of that, I think that there's just something about this San Fran team that I think that they might have hit their peak as this team.
I think that's an L.
We're not talking. I haven't even said if we're going to win or lose. I'm just saying this San Francisco team it's going to be very dependent on how they start the season because I think that there's a chance that
there could be turmoil
I
in the wide receiver room, which I think could
that's
also.
That's what I mean.
Fair enough.
Like I think they've gotten to a point with all their contracts where they were going all in for a few years there and just let's be honest here, they got real lucky getting Brock Purdy.
Oh yeah,
very lucky.
Oh, big time.
Like they had the correct team put together, and it just happened that they got Brock Purdy. That's something that happens in sports. Everything falls together. And because of that, I think this game will be an L, but it will set up a major blowout come playoffs. Okay. We're going to blow them out of the water.
Go on. Keep going.
Falcons, W. Eagles.
Wait. Falcons, you said Falcons, W. I'll give you
at home, W. Houston, W. Washington, W. But that game will be close. It's at Washington. I want that written in there. Close at Washington. New York, W. Bengals, Monday Night Football. I want an asterisk next to this one. All right? I want an asterisk next to this one.
Yeah, because Joe Burrow.
No. If they come out in all white, L. If they come out in anything that has a black jersey or black pants, W.
I'm going to give you the dub there, actually.
All right?
I think they can get the dub there.
I want that asterisk there.
The asterisk is there,
If
yes.
they wear all white, L. If they wear anything that has black jersey or pants or helmet, L. Or W for us. Carolina, easy win. Tampa Bay, win. Eagles at the Eagles, L. And then Washington, we blow them out. What's that record?
This is my record right here.
Why didn't you write down what I said?
Oh, sorry. We could do that again.
That was the whole point.
No,
we don't care.
We didn't even talk about this.
No, but the thing is, we don't care what you think.
Why not?
Because no one's going to laugh at what you say. They're going to laugh at what I say. They're only going to laugh at what you say when we talk about the Jets. But you think too logically. The thing is, you're too logical of a fan. Me, I was
writing my record because I think it's funny.
I'm the fan that people hate to show up at a party because they know no matter what, I'm thinking we're winning by 30. So here, ready? Write this down. The people are going to hate this.
9-8 is what I have them right now.
No, go ahead. Write mine down.
All right.
Ready?
Wait.
Ready?
All right, so
no, stop. You're going to listen now and you're going to write it down. I feel like I'm parading you, but man, this is
why I didn't want to talk about the Cowboys. Here we are.
Yeah, but
Colin prediction.
But this would have already been done.
So should I just do the Jets one then? All right, just go through it again real quick.
W L W L L W.
You're going too fast. WWL or bye week.
Wait, so WWL WWL L W W W W W W W W L W.
So you really think you're winning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a row?
Yeah.
Absolutely bugging.
Dude, listen to this. Because we always... Don't make that face. Falcons, then home against the Eagles. We'll win that one.
Will you?
Yeah, because we always lose at their place. We'll split. Regardless, we're winning one of those. It's either we have a break and then we win the next 7, or we win 8.
We just talked about the Falcons, dude. That's not that. I gave you the W there. I think you will handle business. That could go either way.
Why are you wanting to talk about the Cowboys so much?
Because
you're
the one who makes you right in your prediction.
You keep asking questions. I'm done. I gave my schedule. What is my record? What's the record?
So you got. All right. Well, let me just make sure. Double check this.
You want to keep talking.
So after W, go through this right now. WWL.
Ready? I'll say it.
Go.
WWL L W. But if they come out in all white, that's an L. WWLW.
Okay. Yeah. So all
that's
white.
A big asterisk.
Question mark.
That's a very big
went. So the Dallas Cowboys, according to Colin, and today is May 21st, I believe. The Dallas Cowboys are going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 1, 2, 3, 4.
13-4 or 12-5. Asterisk game.
Or 12-5. I mean, again, can they repeat the same success or possibly better? That is very, very hard.
All right. So
And again, it's not just about the Dallas Cowboys. It's about the other damn teams you're playing too.
this could all
8
change.
straight wins from week 9 to 16.
People forget the Eagles did that last year and then lost the first game of the playoffs.
They lost to
Like,
the
I'm not
Jets.
saying they're winning the Super Bowl here.
Man, I wish I could have this prediction, bro.
It's
I might. Do you want to go through mine now? You want to do mine?
But Mike, the thing is, it's different for you because you're a Jets fan. It's different. It's different.
The Cowboys are essentially the Jets. You said it all the time.
No, I do, but at least we have success.
Damn.
You guys don't have success.
So they're not like the Jets then, because we don't have success.
No,
You're
no,
wrong. You've
it's
been
different.
wrong.
No, I'm talking about the playoffs. I'm like the Jets.
We'll get there.
You know what
This
I mean?
year. My turn.
Playoffs. I'm like the Jets.
My turn.
Season.
It's my turn.
I'm the Cowboys.
All right, so this is what you're going to do. Ready?
Ready?
So I'm going to...
9.5. What did you say? Over.
Oh, absolutely over.
All right. Ready?
Wait. And my
Now
prediction.
watch. I'm going to do this how it was supposed to be. Give me this.
Colin? Me. All right, so you write...
Ready? I'm going to do this how it was supposed to be. So we're done talking about the Jets in 1 minute. Go ahead.
All right, so... Well, we also didn't rapid fire this for the first, 8 weeks. Well, you did. So
Well, that's all it was supposed
I'll
to be.
rapid fire and I'll talk about it.
You're acting like I can't rewatch this and then just put it out.
Fair enough. I'm going to... Week 1... Before we even do this, we have 7 primetime games. So this is going to be very, very,
Already
very
making
different.
excuses.
Oh, stop it. We're
You
taking
can't
the...
play in primetime?
All right, come on. Ready? I'm going to rapid fire through
I'm
this.
ready.
So I'm taking the L week 1 against San Fran.
Good confidence.
We're winning against Tennessee Titans. We're winning against New England. We're winning against Denver.
I just want to point out you're 3-1, same record as the Cowboys here, and you laughed at us. Go ahead.
We're going to win against Minnesota.
4-1, better than the
We're
Cowboys.
probably going to take the L against Buffalo.
Thought they were dead.
We're probably going to take the L against Pittsburgh. We're going to win against New England. I'll give us a dub against Houston. We're going to win against Arizona. Indy. 8-20 game. Give us a win there too. We'll take the L against Seattle at home. We'll take the L at Miami. We'll win against Jacksonville. We're going to win against Los Angeles. We're going to win against Buffalo. And we're going to win against Miami. So
I mean, you just did the same thing as me.
okay, but not 8 games, bro. I did what, 5?
Yeah, but it's you're acting like it's impossible to win 8
I
in a
did
row.
4 wins in a row. You said 8 in a row.
Yeah,
That's a big difference.
Yeah, but it's completely different type of teams.
So what I just said to you, exactly.
Yeah, we're going.
Oh, yeah, so we have the
we're
same
going
argument.
Through a team of like a bunch of teams that are going to probably be less than anything than us. They're going to be worse than us, Mike.
All right, give me an asterisk. Can I give you an asterisk? Can I give you an asterisk real quick?
Can I ask you a question first?
Wait, no, because I asked you. Can I go an asterisk?
No, but I asked this before.
Fine, whatever. Ask me.
And then asterisk after.
Okay, fine.
We could run the tape back.
Ask me. Just ask me.
All right.
Stop.
Because, ready? If I gave you a bunch of bad teams in a row for 10 games, right? Let's say the Jets were the best team in your division, no questions asked, right? You guys are the 49ers. All right? And I give you 8 games in a row against bottom 10 teams. You should win all of them, right?
We should.
So that's 8 in a row.
Yes, but
Sue us for having 8 of those in a row.
for sure.
But I want to clarify, it wasn't like they were playing bottom teams. Like the Eagles, I'm just assuming we'll win at home, they'll win at home, and that's just how the schedule
Yeah, I
worked
did the
out.
same thing.
Yeah.
So we split. We split
we
between.
could lose that one, and then we win the next one.
Fair enough. But I mean, we split. What I said, I gave us a split between Miami and Buffalo. I think we sweep New England. I don't think they stand a freaking chance.
Yeah,
They
so
could
that's fine.
beat us, but I think when it comes to,
Yeah, so
with the NFL, you know how it works. When you're playing bad teams, you're gonna take the L to one of them. You think we're gonna lose to Seattle? I don't think we are, but it's gonna happen.
I don't think so either.
But you got to just throw those L's in there sometimes. Remember when we had Drew on and we went through his? What he finished 12-5.
Mike, I will take this argument to my grave with you, but we're both arguing that against our teams being good. This is ridiculous.
Yes,
you see where I'm coming.
but
let's
I'm
just
in a
be
different-
happy for each other, Mike. Why can't we be happy?
The facts,
Let's
facts.
just be happy.
But the fact
we
is,
have 2 very good teams. We both want to go 13.
wait, now wait, hold on.
your asterisk?
So what is it? 12-5.
Yeah.
Okay. Houston. Just put an asterisk there because C.J. Stroud could either be really bad or really good, like he used to be. That is week 9. Where is our bye week now? Bye week is week 12, which is great. There are certain games I am one. We can beat the shit out of Pittsburgh Sunday Night Football. We can wax them, but we struggle in Pittsburgh. I want you to 12-5, 13-4. Nice.
Yeah, so we're the same.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
The only thing that
let's have a very good season. You know what? Let's stop arguing about this. Let's just be great. Let's cheer for each other's teams to get 13 wins.
Listen, we always do. I always cheer for the Cowboys. I always do. There are some spreads that I don't. But wait, I want you to do a prediction on them before we end it.
Oh, all right.
Can we do the same and see what you think and see what I think? Because yours might be 9-8, and then this argument is pointless. So
I promise you,
week
I'm
one,
a huge Zach Wilson fan.
Week 1, San Fran. I think we all can admit that's probably
What time's the game at?
that is an 8:20 game on Monday night. Another Monday night game. Oh yeah. Oh, asterisk. Before you do anything, asterisk. If Rodgers stays healthy, that make sure you fucking include that.
That would be so.
Please make sure you include
that.
that.
If he gets hurt week 1, that's gonna be the funniest thing ever.
I will never. I will delete the podcast. I will never record the fucking another episode. Week 2 at Tennessee. Week 3, home against New England. Week 4, home against Denver. Week 5, home against Minnesota.
Ooh, wait. Week 4, home against Denver?
Mm-hmm.
Mike.
Tickets as low as $96.
Mike. Against Denver?
Against Denver.
At home?
At home. Howdy moms.
Yeah.
Howdy kids, howdy wife.
Mike.
And howdy husband because they're raping everybody out here.
Mike.
Do you want to go?
Zach Wilson.
Do you want to go?
Return game?
So that
if he's a starter, I honestly might put you guys down for an L.
So he won't be a starter, number one.
That's a W. Continue.
Real quick, that could actually be a game we can go to. It's a 1:00 game.
When?
Sunday, September 29th.
All right.
Okay, so week 5 is at home against Minnesota. Week 6 is at home versus Buffalo. So there are 4 games in a row that we're at home. And then we have at Pittsburgh, week 7. At New England, week 8. At home versus Houston. They were home last year. That's why I gave it an L as well. At Arizona, week 10.
W.
Huh?
You said win.
Yes, but asterisk L. Oh, no, did I?
Yeah,
you sure?
You already said W.
Oh, okay. Week 10 at Arizona. Week 11 versus the Colts at home. Bye week 12. Week 13 at home versus Seattle. Week 14 at Miami. Week 15 at Jacksonville. Week 16 home against the Rams. Week 17 at Buffalo. And at home against Miami last game. The only thing that, and listen, maybe I'm being like
12-5.
You have 12-5? Well, let's go, Mahler. Fuck yeah, dude. We got so. What's
1,
different?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 wins.
7 wins in a row
after a first week loss, but cover.
But cover, nice. I just hate.
I also have you guys limping into the playoffs with 2 L's.
That's fine. I hate how many primetime games we have because right now I'm looking at it.
I think that's better for you, dude.
I don't know. I don't think it is. I think time makes a difference. 8:20 week 1, 8:15 week 3 in fucking London, 9:30 week 5 against Minnesota. Then coming home against Buffalo, which is why I think we lose 8:15 p.m., 8:20 p.m. the next week against the Steelers. 2 weeks from there, 8:15 against Houston, 4:25 Arizona, 8:20 against the Colts, and that's it. After week 12, after the bye week, all 1:00 games. Sorry, go ahead.
I have a spin zone here. We all know the NFL has its storylines and they run with them and they make sure that they occur.
Storyline, it's just Aaron Rodgers. That's a storyline.
No, I know, but they make sure that they occur.
I hate it. It's fucking PTSD.
Let's look at what the Chiefs have had the last couple of years when they've gone to the Super Bowl.
They're also a dynasty.
No. When they've gone to the Super Bowl, what do they have during the season? Primetime games consistently throughout the year.
But they can,
I'm not. Yep, but listen. This is the first year that the Jets are leading the way in the primetime games. Spin zone. Could this be the NFL preparing the fans to stay up later, knowing that the Super Bowl will be later? Like, honestly, we got to start thinking about this. Roger Goodell might be doing you guys a service. When's the last time that you guys had to stay up late for a game that wasn't a one-off Monday night game or Thursday night football game against some crappy team?
There was a primetime game.
But against who?
I don't fucking know. Zach Wilson was quarterback.
That is what I mean. That's what I mean. And last year's not included in this package because it was supposed to be Aaron Rodgers. So they had to push it to this year, and they gave him more with it, so he has a little more of an incentive to stay on the field. But this is important for the fans because we can't have Jets fans, getting too drunk and falling asleep by 4 o'clock because they're used to the 1 o'clock slot. We have to start to learn how to taper.
We win at the tailgate.
We have to learn how to taper our tailgate to get to the nighttime. We got to get prepared to play that
will
AFC
never happen.
Championship, Super Bowl. All right? So no one's ever going to taper, but we got to get used to having to stay up after we're blacked out. You know what I mean? Like, we got to make sure we can stay up for the Super Bowl. And they're preparing you for that, and I think that you guys should be proud of Roger for giving you this opportunity.
I mean, it's great for business, that's
also,
for sure.
Aaron Rodgers has to get used to staying up late because I'm sure he has like an 8 o'clock bedtime now that he's on the Jets and doesn't have to play at night, which also might have led to his injury because he wasn't used to that. Going through preseason, he's like, oh, I'm on the Jets and I'm going to be playing at 1, fix his schedule up, and then he's like, oh, crap, I got to play at 8. He was a little sleepy, injured. Bang.
I will say, just looking at the travel within this schedule, I feel like the Jets are one of the teams where the mileage that they're going to be traveling is not that much besides going to London. I mean, you come back and you play Buffalo, then you head out to Pittsburgh and then New England. Then there's a little stretch between Houston and Arizona. Like, I don't think it's that bad. I think that's the fact that we have so many primetime games is a good thing because now the amount of traveling that they're going to do is a lot less than what looks on the schedule. Like, there was one team, was it the Steelers, that they were just traveling all over the country. I don't know if it was the Steelers, but
it was the Steelers.
They were everywhere. Yes, like they had over like 12,000 miles total within the country, and that shit matters, man.
It does.
But
I have this stat somewhere in here. The depths of this computer. I'll find it. But
I mean, we can dive into the Jets a bit.
I do want to find this stat. If you just want to like filibuster for a few minutes, I can find this stat for us.
I will like. I think this team right now, if
ready,
everyone could say healthy.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
Now are you looking up?
Wait, get ready. Save all your Jets thoughts. I want you to give us I want you to give us like your miracle moment where you hype us all up for the Jets season. Give us one to cheer about in late May.
Right now?
Ready? Wait for it. Let's see here. What we got here? Oh, wait for it. 5 seconds. 3, 2.
This team it's destined to win. This team has gone through so much adversity, so much pain, so many losses, so many long, restless nights. It's time, dude. The time is now. Rodgers will be healthy. The defense is top 3, maybe even top 2. We have Robert Saleh, who's going to lead our men to victory almost every single week. Breece Hall is the best running back in the league. I said it. The man is elite. Garrett Wilson is going to be unlocked. We are finally going to see his potential uncapped with Aaron Rodgers. We're going to see cheeseheads. We're going to see stopping of jerseys. We are going to see Woody Johnson in a Sauce Gardner chain walking all over the place. We are not going to see Joe Douglas sleeping in the studio. We are going to see this team hyped up. We're going to see Bart Scott, Willie Colon, Connor Rogers, Steve Dobbs hyping up this team and celebrating the victorious strength of this group of men winning football games and having one common goal in mind. And that's to kill this playoff drought and to make the freaking playoffs. And we're going to go far. And we're going to lose some players, but we're going to face adversity. We're going to stay within ourselves, telling ourselves that we can freaking do this. And as a fan, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to drink a beer and I'm going to love it. And I'm not going to take any freaking spread that they own. But we're going to go far. And that's all that matters. Not bad, right? I think that's going to hype a lot of people up. You have have to. Yeah, was that amazing or what? Yeah!
Come on, boy.
Come on. I'm so ready. I'm
Super
so
Bowl.
ready to just see this team play, dude.
Winning a Super Bowl. And I'm going to be honest with you.
Did that not just electrify you up?
No, that was incredible.
That was
incredible.
amazing.
And the funny part is I could not find the stat. But I did find out they're going 22,000 miles.
12,000. I said 22,000.
They're top 10 of
in
least.
Wait, there you go.
Wait. Nope, most.
Most?
Yeah.
It doesn't look it.
Well, they're flying to Germany, dude.
Unbelievable. They'll be fine.
Or England.
Oh, okay. When you include that, then yes.
But if
you exclude that,
But you have to.
Yeah, you have to, I guess.
It's like you're just cutting out a whole travel situation where they fly across multiple time zones.
Let me ask you
can't
something.
just not include it.
Why are people so high on Minnesota? Like, what is there to like besides their offense? Is it Sam Darnold? Like, I love the guy. Is it J.J. McCarthy? Dude, who do they have on offense? Who do they have on defense? Yes, they have the best receiver in the league, Justin Jefferson. Yes, they have one of the best tight ends in the league in T.J. Hawkinson. Jordan Addison is up there, but what else? They have Sam Darnold as a quarterback. He's not going to look like freaking Drew Brees out there. I hope he does. But I don't see them fucking doing that much damage. I think they come in fourth in the division. Like, are they that good that I'm missing something? I think for the future, they're going to be good, but now, they don't even have Daniil Hunter anymore.
I mean, I don't have an argument for you, Mike. This is one of the situations.
But everyone's high on them but me.
Well, not but you. I mean, you and me. This show, like,
we have our listen. I feel like this show, we have our like. I feel like me and you can disagree a lot, but there are certain things that get blown out of proportion that we're like, this is bullshit. I think I was the only one that was really on shit about the Bills, and you guys kind of followed my lead, but we're like foot in and out of the door, like halfway through.
I'm still TBD on the Bills. Because I don't think they're as dead as you think, but I don't
think so either.
But I don't think they're as alive as some people think.
I think the locker room isn't. I just don't think the locker room is. They're not together.
Yeah, I think they're alive but barely breathing right now. Do you want ready? This is
what an episode. This is amazing.
Let's end the show with this.
Okay, let's do
because this will trigger Christian Olsen.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Christian,
so we're gonna go 2-1, and we're just gonna say it like real quick. Ready? They play the Giants week 1. Ready? 2, 1, 1. W. We did not figure everything out there. San Fran.
You said 2-1-1.
Yeah, I know. That was
How did I say that, bro?
49ers. Ready, set,
loss.
Say. Houston, ready? 3, 2, loss. Green Bay, 3, 2, loss.
So 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. All right, 3, 2. Well, now you know what I'm going to say. 3, 2, 1.
Loss. Yeah.
All right. Jets, 3, 2, 1, loss. Bye week.
3, 2, 1,
loss. Disagreement. Ready, Detroit. 3, 2, 1, loss. Rams, 3, 2, 1, win. Ooh, look at that.
Win. I said win.
Colts, 3, 2, 1, loss. Jacksonville, 3, 2, 1,
win. I'll give him a win there.
I'm a tie.
So, is that a tie week?
I think we can tie games, right?
I'm still waiting for that bet to hit, by the way.
Jacksonville tie.
That's what, 1 and 5 right now?
We need to timestamp that so that we remember that. I'm going to actually put that in my calendar.
3, 2, 1, tie.
Tennessee, ready? 3, 2, 1, loss.
They got the L there.
Chicago. 3, 2, 1, win.
I'll give them the win. You see, those are the games where we throw in an occasional win, yes.
Arizona, 3, 2, 1, win.
I'll give them a win there.
Falcons, 3, 2, 1, loss. Dude.
Okay, I gotta say loss.
We're on one right now.
Yeah, this is great. This is great.
Chicago, 3, 2, 1, win.
Loss. No, they're not gonna sweep Chicago. No way.
Okay.
So they split Chicago. Fair, but we mixed them. Okay.
Yeah. Seattle, 3, 2, 1, loss.
Yeah, that's
Green
tough.
Bay, 3, 2, 1, loss.
So I don't know if I gave them a win last time. They'll split with them too. I'll take the win there.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, did I say loss at Chicago?
The first time you did.
Yeah.
Or no.
Then I said win.
Yes, you split them too. No, you said win at
them.
Chicago, I think. I don't know.
I forgot what I said. I want them to split.
Yes.
So
The
if
Chicago
I
one
mess that
won.
up, we'll retract it. I split them.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Continue.
At Detroit, Week 18. 3, 2, 1, win.
loss.
I
I
think
Detroit sweeps them.
okay, yeah, I could see it, but I also think that Detroit might be sitting people.
Yeah, okay. Fair. Oh, so where are we at? We're at week
That's 18.
already?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
All right, fair enough.
Good show.
Asterisk. Yeah, great show. Oh my god, that was awesome.
That was fun.
That was electric.
Really fun.
God, you know what? This just goes to show how much football means to this channel, and how much we like the
It's
wait for
crazy.
it is just
It's crazy.
like I'm just itching to. I can't wait for it to start. I'm ready for fantasy. I'm ready to bet again. I haven't bet in. I haven't even bet golf. I didn't even put a fucking bet in.
I feel bad for everyone who just had to listen to that into the show.
That was great.
It
I
was,
mean, no,
like,
you
it
had
was
the
great.
best moment ever captured in the show.
Yeah, but that was one of the moments where, like, if you were watching it and if you're watching on YouTube, like, that was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But if you were listening to it in your car, you just turned us off.
Yeah, you definitely just lowered the notch a little bit.
You're like, let's go back to Morgan Wallen.
I have one more thing.
Okay.
I was re-watching the clips that you put out on my thoughts about the Super Bowl, and remember, you know, I had that bet down for a while. I really predicted the shit out of that, by the way, because not only did I have the Chiefs winning that,
Yep.
I had that game going to overtime.
Mm-hmm.
And watching, I almost reposted it because I was like, guys, this is actually pretty crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
That was an insane call. That
It
was
was.
probably the best prediction of my
was.
life when it comes to the NFL.
I mean,
Like, I got myself in the back.
that was one of the better ones. That was one of the better
Because remember
And
the stretch I had?
there's
I had
like-
a couple of good
There
stretches.
was a
in that stretch.
misconception about the Super Bowl game. Because I took the Niners.
That hurt.
But, like,
I won you money, too.
at some point, like, we have to realize, like, I was taking the Niners spread, but I was cheering for the Chiefs. I had most of my money in the Chiefs for weeks.
You took the Niners minus 2.5.
Yeah.
So you wanted them to win.
I covered my...
They
I
were
covered
minus
myself.
2.5.
But, like, we need it. Like, we can't all just be cheering together.
Y'all needed that. I didn't need that. That
For
was
what?
a crazy fucking game.
That was amazing.
I won big. I wish I had more money on it. You know,
Jordan
what's funny?
Belfort moment.
Yeah.
My only regret, I didn't put
I
enough.
didn't put enough on. The only now what again? What are we at right now? We're at 57. All right, so we got 2 minutes left. 58 now. What I'm curious about is how am I going to approach the Mortals throughout the season? Because remember I had that stretch of like 7 wins in a row on Thursday night games. Do I go back to just solely doing primetime games, or do I mix it up? Because once I started winning, because that was when I was like 1-6. And then I came back and just did Thursday night games. Do I stick with the Thursday night games or any primetime game, or do I mix and match? I feel like I have to find...
You have to find your niche because it's
Yes.
been... Is it?
It's different. It's a different year now. It's a different
It's like
league.
you gotta figure out what's gonna work for you. Because
And
last
that worked.
last year it took a few weeks. You were close to a ban.
Yeah, I was
People-
close
like,
to a ban.
We gotta remember that.
I almost got put on probation.
You were 2 weeks away from a ban.
Yeah.
So you got to figure it out. We can't do.
I
7
can't start
weeks.
off... Yeah.
We can't do 7 weeks where we're like, Mike, you're
I can't
you're
be back in
you're
the
sinking
band.
us.
Yes,
You're
yes.
sinking us.
But I was
We
sinking
were-
myself.
Gassie and I were like,
This is insane.
I'm trying like verbal meme. We were, never mind. No verbal meme.
Well, you found your
'cause
niche, and you were just
yeah.
taking the Cowboys with the spread, which was clearly working.
verbal meme. Gassie and I were Scotty Scheffler in the car. You were the cop.
I was the cop. I was the cop. I sure was. I was 100% the cop, dude. Wow, it's amazing. I can't wait. I was getting the most shit. And then Gassy, shout out to you. You're not here. And I know you're going to hear this. He went on a little rut there too. And
He did.
Then he was
Towards
kind
the
of in
end,
my
yeah.
position.
We put the ban on him eventually.
He almost got the ban too, but I came back, and I don't think that gets talked about enough because I went on a heater. A heater. Imagine taking the Chargers on Thursday night when they played the Raiders. Like, oh my God, the Chargers are locked. They lost 63-7. I was on the Raiders. I actually think I took a different game, but I would have taken the Raiders anyways.
The biggest thing for us next year is we got to figure, like, we've gone 2 years where anytime we take anything with a 3 in it, it just kills us. We have to stop doing it.
But that's the thing with the Thursday night games. They're
We
all
have
like
to
that.
stop doing it.
They are all like that.
But over-unders, you were so good.
But this is, yes, I was. Like, all right, for example, the first game of the year is Ravens-Chiefs. The line right now is 3. I want to absolutely hammer the Ravens. I think the Ravens might outright win the game. That might be my moral. I don't know.
Place it now.
Super Bowl slump. And who would have been the Niners again? Like the Jets are plus 5.5. I don't like taking the Jets spread. I try to avoid them as much as possible. Like, dude, the Ravens plus 3 with Derrick Henry now on the team. I don't know how you don't take them. Like Lamar needs to. It doesn't seem like that game matters at all. That matters for Lamar. If Lamar can't beat Mahomes again,
I agree with you.
I feel like that's a cover game. That might be my mortal week 1. I remember last year I had my mortal right off the bat, and who was it? Seattle, I think.
I know. Yeah, I know. Like we're really far ahead of it right now.
I love it though.
Am I crazy for looking at this and saying that Minnesota should be my mortal at New York Giants? Giants are favored right now. Give us a dog in week 1.
A dog in week 1. Sam Darnold. Listen, Sam Darnold has had a good reputation in week 1 games.
And against the Giants.
Besides the one where we played the Bills, that week 1 game against the Lions,
that's not
lit them up.
Yeah.
So,
God,
well, I miss this. I miss talking about football. We've pivoted a lot and we've found success in other things like golf, and we talked about the NBA and the NHL. But man, it's so good to talk about football. I was thinking about that today. Like, man, I can't wait till we're here 2 nights a week, going through each of these games, going through our mortals, going through the players, doing all that stuff. Like, I'm so excited. Like, that's where I think this channel will continuously grow exponentially.
The best thing that could possibly happen is the Cowboys and the Jets go 12-4.
12-5.
We go to the Super Bowl 12-5. Sorry.
Imagine the Jets Cowboys Super Bowl.
Aaron
Rodgers back to haunt the Cowboys.
Well, or Dak Prescott finally gets over the hump. Just had a kid.
That was so good, bro. Dak Prescott finally gets over the hump.
Just had a kid, so clearly doing something right in that department.
Oh my God, this is a huge year for Dak. If Dak makes it to the playoffs and loses right away, man, this is gonna be like last year, where I'm like, he is not the guy, and you're like, I still think he is. And I'm like, Mueller, enough. He's not the guy.
I might put my foot down this year.
If you don't put your foot down this year, then you're like gassy with Zach Wilson, you're like me with Sam Darnold.
My foot is like this right now.
I don't know, dude. I think your foot is completely...
Probably more so like up here.
I think you are full pedal to the metal riding with Dak still. I don't think you're off him yet.
I am. No, I mean...
even close.
Come back to me week 18.
Okay.
You'll know.
Week 18 will be back.
You'll know.
All right. Well, should we end it there?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right. Listen to this one. It's a good one, guys.
See ya.